No one would have expected, inside a neglected garden shed in the Hertfordshire countryside, would be planted the seed of something magical.
Hello, welcome everybody to My Life with Ferrets, the weekly catch-up with everything that's been going on in our ferrets' lives. I'm Keeper Kate, this is Scruffles, and Wriggles is actually just joining us from the bathroom now. I think she didn't freshen up soon enough for you. Wriggles, treats! Come say hello! With me is Guy in the chair, the totally awesome MahdDogg!
Hello, everyone.
How have you been this week?
I've been good. We've been churning out content. It's been insane.
It has. We have become a finely tuned content machine, and delighted to report that our planning and sort of the way we thought this whole thing out is proving to be, I think, dare I say it, more successful than we thought.
Don't say that. What do I tell you about tempting fate every time?
But it's been good. It's been really good to actually have everything working so smoothly in at least one part of my life this week. Well, we have lots of clips to show you this evening, including the results of my ferret proofing activities last week. Did I manage to secure the PC zone?
No spoilers. You're not allowed any spoilers.
You'll find out very soon.
You will find out this evening. But last weekend, the kids experienced something. We managed to capture it and put it out on last week's show. And that was the snow. The snow came down.
It was so exciting. And of course, don't forget, this weekend, all of the activity from our enclosure is going to be broadcast to you for 24 hours a day from now until 9 p.m. on Sunday. So if you're watching on YouTube, you know where to find us, ferret.tube. We're here every weekend and you can catch all of this stuff live. But yes, we were able to capture some really special moments this week, including the snow in the garden, which was just beautiful on our garden cam. We have the garden cam capturing wildlife, which actually we'll speak about that in a bit too. That's changing at the moment. But yeah, we've got a clip of the snow coming down.
Well, it's not just any clip of the snow coming down, because as you sit and watch the following clip, everybody, I'd like you to just have a moment, because the subject of this next clip, it's rather sad and touching.
It is.
You see, as beautiful as the snow is, it's not great for all the garden's visitors. Let's have a look.
So this is the view, and you know, it looks quite magical, it looks quite beautiful. We've still got the squirrel feeder on the window on the right there, and the bird feeder just above it, and then we've got the bird feeder on a stalk there as well. So the birds have been able to get to their food, which has been great. The birds and the squirrels have been able to get to their food. But of course, those of you who will watch our wildlife cam frequently, and I know there are a lot of you, you'll see the visitor. If you take my picture off the screen now, you'll see our visitor who comes frequently to the garden to get the fox food that we put down.
Oh no!
There's no food for it.
There's none.
This was captured by Graham at Home, one of our viewers on over on Twitch, and great supporter and Patreon supporter. And Graham happened to be watching at the moment that this was captured, because it's really hard to find the clips to keep on the NVR of the outside, because of course all the snowflakes falling, everything's triggering the motion detection. So there's just hundreds of 5-minute clips to look at. But I think if you turn my picture off again, we're going to see him coming in there.
There he is.
Comes for a sniff around. And then the absolutely heartbreaking moment is when it just forlornly digs at the place where its food used to be.
It's so sad.
I felt just terrible.
Oh, it's not fair, poor little fella. He's come out looking for a snack. It's like being on a night out and you go walking down the street and go, I'll go to my favourite kebab shop, and it's shut.
I think it's I guess similar to that. I wonder how. I think a fox would be very happy with a kebab. Actually, thinking about it,
I think a fox would be.
I'm not sure what their bottom would be like the next day, but it would be fun finding out. But of course, at the moment, the garden cam is all in disarray because we've got. I've been promised all week this week, and it keeps never transpiring. But the builder's supposed to be coming to build the external run, so he's got some of the materials. He's ordered up the wire mesh, which will be here next week. I've ordered the cat flap and the extender to be able to put it through the two walls here into the girl's cage straight to outside. So hopefully any day now you'll be able to see that going up live on the garden cam. So FerretTube.live if you're watching on Twitch, that's where we hang out, and there's a 24/7 wildlife cam there, which at the moment isn't seeing much wildlife, to be fair, because I've prepped the garden ready for the building work. So
we're just going to dive straight into the next clip where we're going to get to see some superb fluffy action.
So this was a moment that I captured this week when I just come in, and you can hear they're beginning to stir because they can hear me outside. And then when I come in, and Wriggles, as we've already seen in last week's show, Wriggles is just incredibly slow to wake up in the mornings or in the evenings. Whenever she's been asleep, it takes her a while to wake up. Scruffles is actually quite snoozy as well, but she tends to sort of hop to it a bit quicker when I open the door. But I just, these moments of snuggle that I managed to get are infrequent still. Apparently as ferrets get older and a bit calmer, they become a bit more snuggly. But these moments of cuddle are just incredibly precious.
That's
to me.
so cute. Oh, look at how slithery. Look at the face.
Yeah. And she just yawns and yawns and yawns and yawns.
They are the cutest little yawns. There's Scruffles with her. Come on, it's breakfast. Let's go. Let's get on with it.
Yeah, I'd actually forgotten. I was so keen to get in there and have a snuggle with them in the blankets that I'd actually left the big door I hadn't opened it up yet, and she was the small door. I hadn't opened it up yet because that's their access to the outside of the run, and she was kind of like nudging me to go. Come on, I need to go out. I need to go out. Got stuff to do.
You can't go out when there's a wriggler yawning at you so cutely, though.
I know.
It's so cute.
So cuddleable. And not something I get to do that often, so it really is special. Of course, you've had a chance to scrabble them a few times, haven't you?
I have, and I miss it so much. I can't wait for my next visit to come and see the girls and give them all the scrubbles that they've missed. I owe them a lot.
She's giving my nose a lick now. Just the end of my nose. If that was Scruffles, there would be a very good chance that there would be a bite incoming pretty quick after that. But with Wriggles, she doesn't seem to want to bite my face in the same way. She likes to nibble on the insides of my arms. And her latest trick as well is to try and get up inside my sweatshirt and basically nibble my belly. And that's a bit of a lap snuggle that I had later on that day. She's been very cuddly the last couple of days, actually. But as typical, as soon as I get my camera out, she sort of like starts getting a bit more active. Suddenly, like, oh, what's that?
Suddenly, like, oh, there's something to play with, mummy. Something to play with. I'm no longer snuggly.
Why are you pointing that thing at me? What's he gonna do?
Yes, I'm cute. I can play with it too. Oh, there she is, trying to get up the sleeve.
Yeah.
Ah.
And she'll go and ooze down onto the blanket between my knees there.
It is. It's an ooze more than a slither, isn't it? Because it's just so relaxed and chilled.
She has a post-sleep ooze about her. So I do love those moments, and it's a bit like with the cats as well. The times when I'll be late getting out of bed for something is because the cats kind of decide they're going to come and cuddle me about 10 minutes before my alarm is due to go off. And then you can't get up when you're being snuggled. You have to almost immediately just stay exactly, well, not almost immediately, you have to stay exactly as you were.
If you want that snuggle to continue, definitely you do. Oh, they are so adorable. They are so adorable for a man like me, who's known for being abrasive at times. I just turn into a giant sloopy puddle when I see those little girls. They're just so adorable. And that yawn.
I know, and the tongue comes out and licks the sides of her face. It's too cute.
Oh. But like as we saw last weekend, it's not all snuggle snoozers, hungry foxes, and playing in snow and everything like that. They're pets. They're animals. We've got to take care of them. And as you know, if you've watched the show the last couple of weeks, we've had the girls to the vets quite a bit over the recent months, and that's just to try and figure out what it is that's going wrong, what it is that's not going wrong with them, but what it is that they might have, and how can we solve it and get around it. So you've been given some meds, and you've come up with steroids. Probably a bad idea for these two because of the amount. Well, Scruffles likes to climb, and now Wriggles is getting in on it as well from what we've seen over last week.
I know. My life has become a constant hell of trying to prevent the kits from climbing me to places they're not supposed to be. But I did manage to make my day a bit easier by discovering a new way of giving them the steroid pills, which I was able to capture, I think, quite well on camera for you. So I think we just have that as a package to play.
We do indeed. Let's take a look.
So last night I discovered a new way of getting them to take these steroids. These pills are actually pretty tiny, and crushing them down works. But last night I tried a different method, and that is to just hide the pill inside a blob of something on my finger, and that will make it a quicker preparation process. You don't have to crush things down and use the pestle and mortar. So this is how I did it. Are you ready for your meds? So they know meds come with treats now. So this To Be Fret, again, we're not sponsored by To Be Fret, it's just a brilliant thing. And this is the right consistency, I think. So what I've done is put a blob on your finger. Oh, she's trying to go for that thing again. And then just place the pill on that, cover it with another blob, like so. So I've now got the pill kind of sandwiched in between some blobs of salmon pate, and what happens is when they lick it off, it all comes off in their mouth and goes down before they even realise there's a pill in it. So, Wiggles, where are you? Come here, come and have your meds. Treats, come on. Come on, good girl. Here, what's this? Right? So let's give her a go. So there she is. And you can see that's all gone down. Pill and everything. She didn't even notice that there was anything in it. Good girl. And let's get Wriggles done. Wriggles, where are you? There, she's behind me. So again. No, that's not for you. You only get. And then we pop the pill just on that, just gently. And then, no, you've had your meds already. Yeah, Wriggles wants to come up. Come on, Wiggs. Okay. Wriggles' turn. Come here, Wig. No, she is super keen to get it down before her sister comes and steals it. So that was a very painless and actually quite fun way of delivering their daily steroids. Mwah! Good girls. Yes, you're very good girls. You are. So, I'm pretty pleased with myself. It seems to have worked every day. And we have a growing compendium as well of little kind of medical tips in our clips library now. Already we've got the video from last week showing what happens with the spot-on treatment. What to expect. So I'm going to be adding more of those as we go along. And there'll be links to them here. Anything that we've got already will be linked somewhere over here. So if you're looking for a bit of, sort of comfort really on what to expect with giving your ferrets medications and the various different ways that you can manage the different pills, I'm also planning a full guide on how to give your ferrets, how to give your ferrets medications at some point in the near future as well.
That's going to be really useful. That is going to be really useful. We have, while we've been broadcasting, because we do record this live on Twitch, on our Twitch channel, we've had some questions about health of ferrets, and we will be answering those and other questions that the live audience may have after the show in our post-show chat, just to let everybody know that that's happening. But as well as giving them the steroids and everything, we're keeping a really close track on their weight at the minute, and we've actually got a graphic which was put together by our viewers for us. So let's bring it up.
So this was discussed actually when we were doing the weigh-in last Saturday. And it was a couple of different viewers kind of collaborated on ideas in our Discord, which is a great place if you want to come and be part of the community and contribute ideas, for content or help us out with things like this. So I was writing the numbers down in a pad and paper, and in the end Graham actually put this onto Google Docs for us, so now I can just add the numbers in each week, and you can see there that graph is tracking the weight of the girls over time, so we'll be able to see what the trend is. And of course there you can see it's a very definite downward trend. The big hump in the middle was when they were on the medication for Helicobacter, and there was some improvement and they started putting on weight, but then as soon as they came off the medication, they started losing weight again. So, and the vet explained that could happen, and that just means we haven't nailed it yet. So hopefully in tomorrow's weigh-in we're hoping to gain some weight. I'm not going to get my hopes up this time though, because I got my hopes up last time and I was crushed when they'd lost further weight. So we'll just have to wait and see what the weigh-in tomorrow brings us.
And has the vet told us what, when the kind of weight that the girls need to start getting under for us to be very worried?
Yeah, well, he said that for Scruffles, who's the one that's the worry because she's a lot lighter and lost weight a lot quicker, she can get down to 600 grams before we need to worry about her current weight being a terminal issue. Right. So she's still, this is the first time, last week was the first time she'd been under 700 grams since she was a baby. So she's, it's definitely not a great situation. Their poops have been looking a bit better. I'm just going to be interested to see tomorrow if the weigh-in tomorrow proves more weight loss. I need to phone the vet on Monday because he said check in with me after 2 weeks and let's see how they're going. So I need to phone him on Monday. So really, the weigh-in tomorrow, what that phone call is going to be like is going to be dependent on that. If she started to put on weight, their poops are beginning to look not 100% consistently great, but they're beginning to look much better than they have been. And so if she's put on weight, then it's going to be a yay, we might have nailed it. If they continue to lose weight though, then I don't know, he may say to me, right, we need to try something else.
Yeah.
So, but we'll have to wait and see.
We will, and we'll definitely include the results and the weigh-in itself and everything in this week's show, the one that we're recording now.
So you'll see it coming up when you're seeing this on YouTube later this weekend. No idea what's going to happen yet, but we'll wait and see. It
could go out. It could go anyway. Let's hope it's up.
Yes.
I want up. I want my little scruffs and my rigs to have a little bit of chunk. That's what I'm looking for. But as well as obviously monitoring the health, taking them out in the snow, getting all that playtime and everything done. There's times when you want to set things up and give them something new to distract them and things like that. And you did that this week, and you rearranged the cameras inside the enclosure to give us a bit of a view of it. And I get to show this one to you. Ha! This is lovely. Now, I've given this a name already, and I'm very proud of the name. I think it's a perfect name for it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present for your viewing pleasure, Bags of Fun. So, what you've actually done, Kate, is you just popped 2 bags in the enclosure.
Yeah. That's the joy of ferrets. You can just put something random down and they'll consider it to be an incredible toy for a short time.
It's the newest one. It's the in thing. And Wriggles definitely loved this pink bag. She was straight in it. Not too keen on the big brown one. I think this one's more of her sort of size. But she doesn't really know what to make of it.
That's actually their hammock. Their hammock that normally hangs in their in the cat carrier, and I thought they might enjoy using it as a tunnel, because obviously they have got this massive tunneling instinct. And at my feet at the moment, you can't see it, but they're currently tunneling under the rug and through the arms of my jacket and all sorts of things going on the floor at the moment. But they love to tunnel, so that was the intent of the brown corduroy square, is that they might use it as a tunnel.
Yeah, well, Scruffles didn't really take to it all straight away. She had a bit of a look. But then you can see here, she gets herself straight inside it as well. It just seems to be one of those things. It's like cats with boxes, ferrets with bags.
They love to scratch as well. I think one of the things they like about that pink bag is it's got it's a Marks and Spencer's hamper, darling. It was sent for Christmas. My mum sent me it. It was stuffed full of Christmassy food, and it's got this kind of almost polythene inner layer to sort of stop any spills from escaping, because it's just hefty in other ways. And they just love to scratch things that make a noise while they're inside them. I think it's an auditory thing, I think they just like the sound of scrunching and crackling paper and surfaces.
Well, now you can see, Scruffles, she's like, right, I know how this one works. And she gets herself right inside for the longest time.
You can see as well, if you watch her, she'll actually push it up with her shoulders, and this is something that they do. This is why ferrets have got such powerful shoulders, is when they're burrowing down, chasing down a warren to catch a rabbit, the way that they sort of make the gap big enough for them to get through is their first option, as well as digging, is they just put their shoulders behind it and do this massive pump up. So you see the surface kind of jump up suddenly, and that's because she's just trying to move it out of her way by doing this massive shove with her shoulders.
Wriggles is very much built for that, like we were discussing last week with the different shapes of the 2 girls. Wriggles has got that power to really burrow down.
Yeah, absolutely. Wriggles is, I imagine, sort of in the wild and doing their thing in nature, Wriggles would be sort of like the one that goes in and digs and clears a path for everybody else. And Scruffles is more of a scout kind of shape, when she sort of like leaps around and, tries and finds the secret entrances and stuff. But I've started calling her Bulldozer. little Wriggles, because she's just such a bulldozer. When she started pushing past me as well, and she'll actually get, if she's trying to get behind me, she'll use that shoulder push on me, and you can really feel it. It's a real shove with the shoulders. It's like, get out my way.
Oh, there she's having a bit of an explore inside the hammock there. But yeah, there was something else in this as well. Here, this, you can see here, they both like to curl around and really scratch and gnaw at themselves when they get really excited as well. It doesn't seem to be an I'm itchy because something's itching me. Oh, yes. This bit I wanted to talk about. This bit. This is typical Scruffles. New thing, must stash a toy in it. There she goes, straight away. She takes that yellow ball, pops it in the bag, double checks it. Yeah, that's all bagged up nicely.
Unexpected item in the bagging area.
Indeed. We didn't scan that one's barcode, and that's it. She's off to check her other stash spots.
Wriggles has figured out a way to get her nose underneath this bin lid and open it up.
Oh,
which is
no.
very cheeky of her. So this is a real opportunity that we have with having this stream turned off 24/7 during the week. Is I can actually arrange cameras and set, specific play activities, or try out new things with them and capture it from more angles than we would normally do. Makes it a bit of a nightmare for MahdDogg in the edit suite because he's got to sync up several cameras, but he likes the challenge, right?
I do. I live for those kind of things. I mean, I spend just to bring to you bags of fun. I had an hour's worth of footage from all different angles that I had to synchronise up and then cut down into what you see there. But yeah, that was their play for an hour since that went. There's bound to be more.
Yeah, no,
I just couldn't include it all.
Yeah, exactly. Lots of different things. So I'm going to say, if you can think of anything that you would like to see them playing with, obviously it has to be safe to be left with them. So there are some things that are supervised play only. But leave a message in the comments if you got an experience with your ferret and they like a particular type of play. I'm quite excited at the moment by the way that they are getting used to this hat and play fighting with a hat, and I sort of like drop it on them and then they'll sort of like hide in it for a bit. So there's all sorts of things that we can capture for you, but if you've got any suggestions in the comments below, we'd love to hear them.
Absolutely, we are open to all suggestions, and we love the comments down below. I'm often sitting reading them as I'm going through uploading new content, and that time the FerretTube likes you, it's probably me. That's what it probably is. But we've got the big reveal now. This we've been on tenterhooks for a week. Wondering, have you been able to ferret-proof the studio? Have you managed it? There's only one way. You can't do spoilers. No, there is only one way to find out, folks. Here it comes. The culmination of Kate's ferret-proofing. Did it work? Did it not? You're about to find out.
Now the magic moment is, does it fit? Yes! Look at that. Perfect. That's in place now, and if you want to see if it works, you would have to tune in next week. naughty. And I can actually take that. I could probably take this shelf off now, so she hasn't got a means for climbing over there. You were both very naughty. Pickles. God. What are you thinking? Enough now. Both of you. Stop it. Very naughty. Oh God. Can you all stop with this suicidal dives? Yeah. One sharp thing to pull out. Stop it. Wriggles, you're not normally like this. Have you had too many steroids? Okay. Yes, I won this battle. There may be more to come. No. Oh, Scruffles. You need to learn. That's no longer climbable. That's it. It's done. You're done for. Where do you think you're jumping to? No, you're going to hurt yourself. There's nowhere you can go. All right, ladies. Are you foiled? Are you foiled? So, it looks like we've solved at least that small part of the puzzle, and it's such a relief. Honestly, this week so far, no more breaches of that area, and she's kind of lost interest in trying at the moment. Mm-hmm. So fingers crossed, and of course we're going to get the doors put on to the computer area as well, hopefully. When the outside run goes up, because the carpenter's going to do that whilst he's here. I spoke to him today. He said he was going to get make up a proper door with hinges and everything, so it'll all be properly secure there.
Perfect.
And then the only thing then I've got to try and stop is this, because now whenever they've now got so used to the idea, and I don't know, they're playing at the moment, so maybe they're not going to do it, but they've got so used to the idea of being able to climb up on me They're digging under the rug at the moment, so they haven't even noticed I'm here. But as soon as I get anywhere, possibly within leaping range of the computer desk, you can hear. Can you hear them duking?
I can hear them duking.
They're fighting tough with each other, and that's the kind of ow ow ow, that's too hard kind of duke sound. So they're actually having a proper little scrap now, and you don't need to worry about that with ferrets. I've been told by several people who know that as long as they're, ferrets will fight, especially if you've got boys. These two are girls, but ferrets will fight, and it's sort of like to kind of like decide the ranking and also play and to get rid of excess energy, and it can look and sound pretty violent sometimes, but as long as they're not actually ripping shreds out of each other, you should just let them get on with it. They have a rough and tumble, and then they snuggle up together at night. So it's a lot of fun to watch, but I do sometimes think, oh no, don't be so rough with each other, be a bit nicer to each other.
And it's another good reason to have two ferrets instead of just having a lone ferret on its own, because it's not going to get that opportunity to play like that. Yeah.
Otherwise, they're going to have to bite you, which, it's okay, but it's painful. Ladies.
Yes.
Treats. Come on in. Come on. Come on up. That's it.
Come on, girls.
Yay. So,
oh dear.
So we'll have lots of treats, lots of playing, and lots of chatting with our viewers over this weekend. That is you all caught up, I believe, MahdDogg. We're out of clips, aren't we?
We are completely out of clips. We are ferreted out for now.
For this half of the show. And all that remains to be seen is, what do the girls get up to next? Hello, there's my little princess. Hello. I want to lick my eyebrows. So Saturday is Saturday. We're going to weigh you? Yeah? Constantly being climbed. Constantly being climbed. And again. You're impossible. Okay. Hey, fantastic books. So, scores on the doors. So last week, Wriggles was 872 grams and Scruffles was 695 grams in the end, in the final weighing. So let's see whether or not you've put on some weight. Have you put on weight? Have you put on weight? Whoops. Come on. Oi. Oops, I need to turn the camera on. You alright? Have you got your claw stuck? Are you free? Okay. Done yet? I'm here. Right, girls. Come here. On. So let's see. Scruffles. 672. Wriggles. 878, 879, 878, 872, 878. So Scruffles has lost 23 grams. Whoops. And Wriggles has put on 6 grams. So that defines my phone call with the vet on Monday to report back after 2 weeks, as was the instruction on the steroids, and she's still losing weight at the same. Scruffles is still losing weight at the same fairly alarming rate. What are we going to do with you, eh? What are we going to do with you, you little monkey? I need you to put on weight. Saturday is fatter day, not skinnier day. I would imagine the reason the vet said check in with me in 2 weeks is he was expecting some kind of progress. So I don't know what the answer is. They're not on steroids every day now. We're on 2 weeks of every other day, so the course isn't finished. But I'm going to give him a call and let him know anyway. And I'll put these stats into the graph a little bit later. So I have this this neck pillow. I wonder if it might be a good device to use to help position them for their nail clipping. If I lie them in that on their back. So I have these nail clipping scissors which are specifically designed for the job. They've got a little circular bit on them and you can just snip off what you need. So tool of the trade number 1 and tool of the trade number 2, ferret oil. I use the ferret oil in this instance rather than the salmon pate because the salmon pate, they lick it off too quickly and it needs obviously it needs a reasonable amount of time for me to be able to clip them successfully. Right, who's first, ladies? Wiggles first. Wiggles first. Ready? You lie there. We do this. Ooh, look. Ooh, yummy. There you go. Yeah, you have that. Here, no, come here. You can have that. Okay, so salmon oil on the tummy. Get them interested in that. And then you can simply snip. Be careful not to cut into the quick. There's one. Oh, she's gone. Come back. Go. Good girl. Their back claws don't seem to grow as long. So they don't need quite as much snipping. Oh, right. Sorry. Scruffles. She's taken the bottle into her safe place. Okay, Sweet Pea, you're done. It's Wriggles' turn? Scruffles' turn? Here, Wriggles. You can go and finish your tummy over there somewhere. And we'll put you here. Oh. Look, come back. There you go. Give me a pause. She hates having her nails cut because she can't climb as well. You have to keep them clipped quite frequently, I've found, because if they get too long, they have a tendency to, when they climb things, the nails get split and then it gets caught in fabric. And they get stuck. Wind up. Good girl. That pillow works well though. To the way, girl. Good girl. anyway. You can hear the squirrels on the garden cam. There we are. All done. Is there such a thing as a ferret scratching post? Well, I mean, they scratch at a lot of things. Blue Ganymede, like they like to scratch at this a lot, and they scratch at this, and they scratch at the carpet when they're you know, when they're just being playful. So they do scratch a lot of things, and the thing is that their nails do split and break off, and I guess in the wild that would be okay, but what happens here is that we're actually, oh sorry sweetie, this is an artificial environment, and there is all sorts of materials in here like fleece and whatnot, and the problem with that is it's got the you know, the little loops and holes in it, and so then their claws get stuck in that, and if they've split their claws climbing the door or something, then they can be a backwards hook, you know, like a fish hook, and that's where they get stuck sometimes. So, you know, no doubt if they lived in the wild there wouldn't be a problem. There's plenty to sort of scratch them off with, but because we've got, you know, sort of woven material in their environment, that's where they tend to get the little claws hooked in there, and then they can't get out, and it's painful. We've seen it a few times with both Wriggles and Scruffles, where they actually get, you know, painfully stuck on a piece of material. Exactly. She's going to be very frustrated because she's Scruffles has got to the point where she can sort of get up my jeans now with those nails as they were, but she's going to find that her access is severely limited now. You're just going to stay there licking your tummy all day? Freshly clipped nails. Oh, I'm sorry, Scruffles. Are you having a good rub? Not mouth. Thank you. Thank you. Ow. No biting. No, she just wants to carry me off to the safety of her tower now, don't you? You're very cute, Scruffles. What are you after? She seems confused by my knuckle. You can't get your teeth into it, can you? There's no skin on that bit. There's no fleshy skin to grab hold of. What are you doing? Good girl. You're okay. Okay. Where do you want me? In there? I've been stashed. I've been stashed, Wiggles. No, you can't take my face in there. One of the things that happens here at FerretTube is you wonderful people send us gifts from the Amazon gift list. There's been a bunch this week. And we haven't opened any of them. I haven't opened any of them. I have no idea what's in these. Some of them may be stuff that I've bought as well. But it is always entertaining to watch the girls open presents. So that's what we're going to do today. All right, this one first. Yeah? This one? Ready? Be careful I don't snip off any whiskers. What's this? Oh, this is not for you ladies. This is this is for the squirrels. And I think I may well take some of these as well. Chilean walnut pieces. And that, I believe, is from Graham. It's not for ferrets. But we were talking about things we could put on the gift list. And that is one of them. So where to put everything. Okay. And I'm going to actually put those just out of reach because ferrets shouldn't have nuts. Nuts, not for ferrets. Right, next. What's in here? Ooh, oh, I know this is from Graham. We've got free-range chicken. So we've been talking about how if we can try and get some different food, see if the girls like different food. So this is some recommended for ferrets, free-range chicken, and it's basically air-dried chicken. So I tried them on the beef of this and they didn't like it, but let's see if they like that. Right, next. Ready? What's in here? What's in here? What's in here? Ooh. Oh, what's this, ladies? This is from Graham. Now they like the Duca's breast meat, the Duca's breast pieces, but this is Duca's chicken, stuck chicken. So we'll see if they like those as treats. Thank you very much, Graham. That's brilliant. Always nice. I like to give it's nice to have a bit of variety in food. Not always possible, but. Are you helping? Mind out. And this is... and lamb. Again, this is from Graham. Thank you so much, Graham. Brilliant. So there's another dried food to try. The Scruffles is very interested in the smell of these. So that's promising because we want to try and get her to eat. Do you want a piece of this? No, I'm not going to give you a piece of this now because you're just going to go off and eat it. So let me just put that somewhere out of the way so you're not going to be trying to break in. Okay. Next. Hello. Hello. Next parcel. What's this? Here, this one. Pringles. This one is now this I purchased. So as Scruffles has lost weight, it transpires that the harness that we're using to take her out for a walk, if you saw me taking them out in the snow last week, you'll know that harness is really too big for her now. and with the Velcro fixings, as she was pulling away from me, the Velcro was kind of coming undone, and it's only kind of connected by a small slither because it's so big for her now. So I bought these, and I'm going to give them a try this week. They're basically harnesses that are adjustable, and it's kind of like a strap rather than, so it goes round their shoulders and then you can clip them into it. So I don't know if they'll work or not, but they were relatively inexpensive. So you'll see next week what the results of trying those on the girls. We'll see how that goes. Okay. And then, oh, take it up, Wilson. No, come bring it back. This, I know what's in here, and this one I bought for myself, and I'm quite excited. So we're going to open this one last. So this one, I don't know what's in here. Let's have a look. You're helping because you're such a good helper. Paper. Ooh. Oh. Oh. I know what it is. It's some more stickers, and this again I'm guessing is from Graham. Yeah, a gift from Graham. And this is more of the duck breast, so that's just in reserve. This is the one that they like. I cleared it with the vet. The vet looked at it and said it's fine. It's just dried with a little bit of salt, and it's fine to give them one of those a day. So that's a huge bag, but we'll put that in storage for when the other ones run out. So thank you, Graham. Lots of different food to try. And I'll try them on the different food stuff, because at the moment the only dried food that they've been interested in is the James Well-Beloved. And I'm really keen to be able to offer them a bit of variety, and hopefully that will encourage Scruffles to eat a bit more and maybe put on some weight. So thank you so much. We have one final thing to open, and I am pretty excited about it, although I haven't really got any room anywhere. Whee! I'll put those away safely as well. I've lost my ferrets. They're inside the packaging. One final thing to open, and I know exactly what this is. So we have a merch store. If you didn't already know, we'll put a link in the description below. And I ordered another piece of merch for me to wear. And I've sort of recoloured. So this is one of our sweatshirts, and this has got Scruffles on it. I resized it. I've got one of these sweatshirts already, but the logo is too big, and her head was disappearing down behind my shoulder. Hello. So this is Scruffles with a lovely grinny face and cheeky ferret fan. So another piece of merch for me to wear. Yes? Is it you? That's right, it's you. How exciting, Scruffles. Perfect. And let's see how they enjoy the new treat. Because again, variety is the spice of life. Ladies, you gonna try some dockers? Chicken docker. Chicken docker. Mind your whiskers. Okay. Here we are. Scruffles. You guys keen? No. Don't help yourself. One for you. One for you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is two happy little ferrets. Well, that's all from us here at FerretTubeTV. The girls are kind of winding down. Hopefully they'll almost be ready for bed. So it is time for me to turn out the lights as I prepare for another week of living with ferrets. If you want to watch this show being recorded and follow the Ferrets antics live, tune in at 7 p.m. GMT every Friday on ferret.tube. In the meantime, we've got loads of clips going up all the time, ferret tips and tech guides, almost daily. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you know when we posted something new, as long as this one doesn't rip my throat out. You can even join our wonderful community for some live chat any time of day and night on our wildlife cam, which broadcasts from this channel 24/7. And as well as that, you'll find us on Discord, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. And if you really love what we do and you want to see all of our clips from the show early on early access, then you can join us as a Patreon supporter. You'll also get exclusive content from our Patreon cam and loads more perks. So we will put all of the links you need in the description. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week, ferret fans. Yay! Say goodbye. No, I'll bite my chin. That's fine. Up to you.